A bicycle was lying in the street. One wheel was still spinning. A few quarters were scattered on the ground nearby, and an 11-year-old girl who had been standing right there just minutes before was gone. No scream, no struggle, no witness who saw her leave, just an empty street, a spinning wheel, and silence. Her name was Mikelle Biggs. It was January 2, 1999, Mesa, Arizona, and in less than 90 seconds, a normal childhood evening became a mystery that has never been solved. More than 25 years later, Mikelle has never been found. No one has ever been convicted in her disappearance, and her family is still waiting, still saying her name, still hoping for the truth. This is her story. If cases like this should not be forgotten, stay with me. Stories like Mikelle's only stay alive when people keep listening. Before we talk about what happened that evening, you need to know who Mikelle was. Because she was not just a missing child poster. She was not just a case number. She was a real 11-year-old girl with real dreams and a real future ahead of her. Mikelle Biggs was described by her mother Tracy as very kind, loving, and sweet. She was the kind of child who made people smile, the kind of child who made the room feel warmer. She loved art. Deeply, from around the age of 4 years old, Mikelle had one dream. She wanted to work for Disney. She wanted to be an animator. She wanted to create the kind of stories that make children laugh and cry and believe in something magical. Art was not just a hobby for Mikelle. It was who she was. She was also a bookworm, a serious one. She belonged to a book club. She read everything she could find. She played the clarinet in her school band. She loved to sing. She was involved in her school presidency. She was a member of the Future Scientists and Engineers of America Club. She had a younger sister named Kimber, who was 9 years old at the time. They were close. Mikelle had friends. She had family. She had a neighborhood she played in and a school she belonged to. She had plans. And on January 2, 1999, she had one small, simple plan for the evening. She wanted ice cream. Mesa, Arizona, early evening. January 2, 1999. The holiday season was just ending. The air was cool. The neighborhood was quiet in the way neighborhoods get in the early evening, kids still outside, parents nearby, the ordinary rhythm of life moving forward. Mikelle and her younger sister Kimber were outside near their family home. Other children from the neighborhood were out too. It was the kind of scene that happens in every neighborhood, in every city, every single day. They were waiting for the ice cream truck. Mikelle had a few quarters with her, ice cream money. She had her purple bicycle. Their mother Tracy was sitting on the front porch swing with her cousin, watching the children. Everything was calm. Everything was normal. Then Tracy and her cousin went inside, just for a moment. A few minutes later, Kimber also came inside. She mentioned that the ice cream truck had not shown up yet. Tracy told her not to worry. The ice cream man would come another time. Then Tracy asked Kimber to go back outside and tell Mikelle it was time to come in. Kimber went back out. She was gone for less than 2 minutes. When she came back inside, she did not bring her sister with her. She said she could not find Mikelle. Tracy went outside immediately. What she found was not Mikelle. What she found was a purple bicycle lying on the pavement. One wheel was still spinning. A few quarters were scattered on the ground nearby. There was no sign of Mikelle, no sound, no sign of a struggle, nothing to explain where she had gone or how. An 11-year-old girl had simply vanished in less than 90 seconds. Think about that for a moment. Kimber was inside for less than 2 minutes. Tracy had only stepped away a short time before that. Other children had been nearby, and yet no one saw what happened. No one heard anything. The wheel was still spinning, which means Mikelle had not been gone long. Whatever happened, it happened fast, and whoever was responsible moved quickly and quietly enough that no one noticed. Tracy Biggs knew immediately that something was wrong. A mother does not need to be told. She felt it. She began checking nearby. She contacted others in the neighborhood. And before police even arrived, before a single officer was on the scene, the community had already started searching. By the time police got there, approximately 50 to 60 people were already looking for Mikelle. Neighbors, members of their church, friends, people who knew this family and knew this little girl. They searched every corner they could reach. Police arrived and took over the scene. The first thing they did was search the house. They needed to be sure Mikelle had not simply come inside without anyone noticing, or hidden somewhere as children sometimes do. She was not inside. Police quickly ruled out the idea that she was hiding. They quickly ruled out the idea that she had run away. Mikelle was not the kind of child who would do that, and the evidence did not support it. Her bicycle was left behind. Her ice cream money was left behind. Children who run away do not leave those things lying in the street. Investigators treated this as a suspicious missing juvenile case from the very beginning. What followed became, according to Detective Paul Sipe of the Mesa Police Department, one of the largest missing person investigations in Arizona history. Door-to-door interviews were conducted throughout the neighborhood. On-foot searches were carried out across the surrounding area. Helicopters flew overhead scanning the ground below. Community volunteers spread out in every direction. They searched for hours, then days, then longer. Mikelle was not found. So how does an 11-year-old girl disappear from outside her own home in less than 90 seconds? That question is the center of this case. It has never been fully answered. But investigators did begin to build a theory. And that theory focused on a man who lived in the same neighborhood. His name was Dee Lee Blalock. It is important to be very clear here, and the script will be clear about this every time his name appears. Dee Lee Blalock has never been arrested in connection with Mikelle's disappearance. He has never been charged. He has never been convicted. He has denied any involvement in what happened to Mikelle Biggs. What follows is the official theory of the Mesa Police Department. It is a theory. It is not a proven fact. It is not a legal finding. With that clearly stated, here is what investigators believed. Dee Lee Blalock was a former neighbor. According to Detective Sipe, at the time of Mikelle's disappearance, Blalock was classified as a very serious level sex offender. In the early stages of the investigation, Blalock was given an alibi. His wife and her sister told police that he had been inside his home for the entire day. He had not gone anywhere. He had not been outside. That alibi held for some time. But then, something changed. In October of 1999, approximately 9 months after Mikelle disappeared, Dee Lee Blalock was charged with 7 felonies in a completely separate and unrelated case. It involved a physical and sexual assault of a neighbor. He was convicted and received a very long prison sentence for that unrelated case. After Blalock went to prison, Mesa police looked at him again in connection with Mikelle's disappearance, and the alibi began to fall apart. According to reports, after Blalock was imprisoned, his now ex-wife and former sister-in-law reportedly changed their statements. They reportedly told investigators that Blalock had actually been gone at some point between approximately 5:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. on the evening of January 2, 1999. That is the same window in which Mikelle disappeared. Detective Sipe laid out the police theory. Investigators believe Blalock may have been in his garage that evening, drinking beer and watching football. Police believe he may have left the neighborhood shortly before Mikelle disappeared. Investigators theorize that he may have seen Mikelle alone after Kimber went inside, and that what happened next may have been what police describe as a crime of opportunity. The police theory is that Blalock kidnapped Mikelle during that short window, left the neighborhood, and then harmed her. But again, this is a police theory. Dee Lee Blalock has denied involvement multiple times. He has not been convicted in this case. The case remains officially unsolved. Mikelle's parents later visited Blalock in prison. They sat across from him. They looked at him. And they asked him directly what he knew about their daughter. He denied it. He said he did not take Mikelle. He said he did not know anything about her disappearance. Tracy Biggs said she did not believe him. She said she felt he was lying. During that meeting, Blalock reportedly told the family that he had a split personality and that he could not be held responsible for what his other personalities did. Detective Saipe later said he was not aware of any confirmed mental health diagnosis for Blalock. That claim has not been verified. Tracy Biggs walked out of that prison without answers. She is still waiting for them. The years passed. Mikelle's family did not move on, not in the way that phrase is usually meant. They did not forget. They did not stop. They kept her memory alive in every way they could. Purple was Mikelle's favorite color. Every year, on Mikelle's birthday and on the anniversary of her disappearance, Tracy buys purple flowers and lights a purple candle. For many years, the family made the journey to Big Sur, California on Mikelle's birthday. It was a place Mikelle had loved, a place that connected them to her. Eventually, the trip became too painful to continue. Approximately 5 years after Mikelle disappeared, the family held a funeral service for her. They accepted as much as any family can that she was likely gone, that she had likely died. But accepting that is not the same as having answers. Tracy has been clear. The family still wants to find her. They still want to know what happened. They still want closure and justice. And Kimber, Mikelle's younger sister, the 9-year-old who went back outside and could not find her, grew up carrying that moment with her. Kimber became an advocate for missing persons and their families. She runs the Justice for Mikelle Biggs page on Facebook. She shares case updates. She keeps her sister's name in front of the world. She has also become involved in training and advocacy work for missing person cases and victims' families. Kimber has turned a lifetime of pain into purpose. Then in 2018, something happened that briefly and painfully reignited hope. A dollar bill was found in Wisconsin. Written on it was a message. It read, "My name is Mikelle Biggs, kidnapped from Mesa. AZ, I'm alive." For a moment, for the briefest, most agonizing moment, imagine what that felt like for the Biggs family. A name, a location, a claim of being alive. After nearly 20 years, authorities investigated the dollar bill, but the lead was quickly discounted. There were problems. The name on the bill was spelled differently, M-I-K-E-L, not M-I-K-E-L-L-E. Police noted that Mikelle was old enough to spell her own name correctly. The family looked at the handwriting and did not believe it was hers. The dollar bill was not believed to be genuine. It was not proof that Mikelle was alive. It was either a cruel hoax or someone who had heard about the case and decided to do something unforgivable. The hope disappeared almost as quickly as it arrived, and the family was left once again with silence. That is what this case has been for more than 25 years. Moments of hope followed by silence, a theory that has never become a conviction, a name that deserves more than a cold case file. Mikelle Biggs was 11 years old. She wanted to draw for Disney. She played the clarinet. She read books and belonged to a book club and sang and played outside with her sister and her neighbors. She was standing on a sidewalk in Mesa, Arizona, on an ordinary January evening, waiting for an ice cream truck with a few quarters in her hand. And then she was gone. In less than 90 seconds. No body has ever been found. No one has ever been convicted. The case remains officially unsolved. Mesa police still ask the public for information. If you know anything about the disappearance of Mikelle Biggs, anything at all, Mesa Police Department is still listening. Her family is still listening too. 25 years of purple flowers. 25 years of purple candles. 25 years of saying her name and refusing to let the world forget. Mikelle Biggs was more than a missing child case. She was a daughter, a sister, a girl with a dream and a future and a bicycle and a handful of quarters on a January evening. And somewhere in the silence of the last 25 years, her family believes the truth is still out there, waiting to be found.